And there's 740. Yeah, yeah. We'll have to keep aware of that. You see, you're never too old to learn, guys. So now what do? See, we just heard, or at least for me, heard a new element that no one's ever brought to my attention. So what am I going to do? I'll keep an eye on it. If you see it, guys, like 7 out of 10 times, there's a trade setup. I have an even better setup, but we'd have to get in touch with him. This guy, Bob, who owned a bar in Smithtown, Long Island, he had the worst trading record of any human being. So you definitely can find out whatever he's doing, just do the opposite. Literally, mainly in his gold trading. He subscribed to a service called the Elliott Wave. And he took every one of this guy Prechter's trades and lost money. I mean, it was sad. And he's paying this clown money. The Elliott Wave. Right. We used to in the office called it, we're going to wave goodbye to his money. But the guy promoted himself for a ton of time. His hotline. Yeah. Then you had the Dines letter. I still get, this guy's been bearish since 1982. I'll never forget, in 1982, he said Reagan was going to kill the market. Because he fired the air traffic controllers and all that, and he's going to kill business. 82 to 87 had one of the sharpest rallies. Every month now this is the top. So in 87, he finally sent a big market letter out. See, I told you. 7 years. Joe Granville, the Granville letter. Oh, man. Okay, let's see. Your 60 is long, and we are above the pivot. So isn't the trend long with 2 or 3? Well, let's take a look, guys. Here's the 60-minute chart. Who wants to do it? Who wants to do the analysis? Let's get the data out. Let's go to the videotape. SMA 5 period is at what number? 34098, right? 34098. And that is the 5-minute or 5 period, right? 5 period. 60-minute chart we're looking at. Yep, there it is. I love that commercial. And the 20 period is 34,126. That's all right, Killer B2. I always listen, and then I just check it out. So per our definition, now, on the other hand, you could say it's up because you said, look, but look at down here and from there. But we've been using this little formula, and it's actually worked. So I'm not, I am reluctant to change it. And I'll tell you why. Because what if somebody says, Yeah, but that was the low at 2 o'clock. Look at the high at 4 o'clock. We're way below that over the last 20 hours. And so then you keep getting into a debate. Here we got a number. If it's really up, it'll go above 34,155. And then I'll go long. And if it goes above here, I'll be long. So it's, even this trend analysis, guys, as long as you use a stop, you will be fine when you do your trade. Right now, the market's still moving higher, and I'm looking for a short setup. Now, we've been long, but we were stopped out of our long trade. Yeah, it could be a bull flag. It could be a double top. And it also could be what? An inside day, right? This is the daily chart. It's an inside day. So if it breaks this range, you can probably follow it. If it breaks the high of 34, here's the high, right, guys? 34,212. What if it breaks 34,212? What are you guys going to do? I hope you have your plans out. I will go long. All right? Everybody hear me? What if it breaks the low, which it just came down before, 34,047, right? Go short, right? So we just follow the market. All right. Any other questions? Good commentary today. This is good commentary. You guys are out of your first touch rule, right? I said if it broke the low of today's low below this daily pivot. Right now, 2 of 3 are down. But if it goes below the daily pivot, it'll further encourage selling. All right. So far, I've called one trade, right? We're 1-for-1 this morning, right? 1-for-1. Everybody 1-for-1 at least. All right. We did a long trade on the pivot. That was my big setup. Go long when it goes above today's high. So take today's range, Randy, right? It's so narrow, it'd be actually a good breakout trade. And what's today's high? Take a daily chart. Take a daily chart, everybody, and tell me what today's high is. So today's high from 6 p.m. Eastern till now. What is today's high? Yep. So then we go long if it goes above there. Now, what's the tape been doing? The tape is bullish so far, right? Bullish tape. Since it hit 50, it's been going up, correct? Everybody see that? Been going higher since it hit 34,050. How many took that totally? I think we had like 17 people that took that pivot, daily pivot long. Who else? Who else took some and got some of it? Jennifer? All right. Yeah, about 20 people took it. All right. Excellent. and we talked about it breaking. Yeah, that's all right. We talked about it breaking this trend line and probably go higher and run some stops, right? Now, you first touchers, did you get out? Did you get out of your trade? You first touch traders, first touch roll traders, those who took the first touch roll. All right, good. That's good stop management. All right, yeah. Very good, profitable Chad. Very good. You guys are good. That's fantastic. Coach Brian, are you here?
Hello.
Yeah. I did not call the first touch rule, but a number of our traders took it, and most of them managed to eke out a small profit by managing their own trades. I didn't hold their hands.
Trading with a trend and making a little money.
Yeah.
One contract, 10 ticks, contract plus 12. There you go.
There you
10
go.
across
And
tick,
only
what's it
Graham took a 10-tick loss. That's not too bad.
And that's it. Your next trade, you recover from that.
Exactly.
An easy loss to take.
Yep.
That's what we're working on right now with Rudy, is taking those easy losses, and you take it. It was a trade that looked like a good trade setup. It was a trade that fit the trend and had a good hook of stochastics. And we teach you to follow those rules, guys. I mean, you did what was in the rule set, and I love that. And not every trade is going to be a home run. Chad realized that, and then all of a sudden, you guys have some profit from it.
Yeah.
Or at least it's a break-even trade. And you know what? You say later on, I might try that trade again because it could go for 100 points.
Yeah.
At the same level. You just remember that price and know that that's something that did work. Now, I go back to what Robert said last week. I'm not looking for 20 ticks. No, we're not looking for 20 ticks, but that trade worked.
Mm-hmm.
So the odds of it working again down the road are probably pretty good. That makes sense, guys? Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
It's a big thing of our day-to-day is keeping track of the market's memory, knowing. See, Coach has a sheet. What you guys don't understand is Coach has a sheet sitting next to him.
Yeah.
And he writes down the reason you don't see these lines on this chart like you do mine is he writes down all those numbers. Me, I'm not that smart. So I just put a line on my chart saying, hey, this is a place that worked before. And now I don't have to think about it. When that line comes up, price action takes me in the line. I go, okay, something worked here before. And now I know. So whatever way you want to do it, but guys, if you're dumb like me and you can't remember numbers like head coach, I mean this. I'm serious about this. I'm not the smartest guy when it comes to stuff like that. I remember really, really key things like that 947 number that we shorted off of so many times that sticks out of my mind.
That's dumb or not. You ever see an NFL quarterback looking on his wrist with the plays on it? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot to remember, guys. And seriously, dumb is knowing what you should do and not doing it. That's dumb. Knowing what advantage you could have is smart.
What about this? Dumb is knowing what you shouldn't do and doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Mark Slobodnik would write little things on his index cards because guess what? They didn't have a big chart in front of them.
No. But that's the way you learn too.
Yeah.
The way you learn was write it down.
Yep.
The way I learned originally was you have a chart, put a line on it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter, guys, whichever you do. Yeah. But what does matter is if you're not keeping track of key levels, guys, you're doing it wrong. You're not trading right. You're not being a professional. I'm not yelling this morning, guys. I'm really calm and cool.
Yeah, no,
relaxed. I'm certain just by this morning, Rudy came in with a great trade plan. Makes me really happy that actually did some good analysis on the market. It does. What is your progress from this morning to Monday morning?
significantly different, significantly better, I should say.
Yeah. And so he was able to come in with a plan today, and I look at his charts and it's like, so he already has preset lines on his chart where he likes the trades and where he would like to see a good setup based on prior market movements. Guys, if you don't have that memorized or you don't have it written down, put a line on your chart. The point I'm trying to make is, if you don't know these areas, you're flying blind. If I don't know that I could see a good trade setup, maybe a good trade setup short around this area, because I already knew that was a prior swing point, which should turn into resistance. If you don't already know that, then how do you increase your probability in trading without it? Is that a better way to put it, Coach?
Yeah, that's an excellent way of putting it. I mean, that's
How are you going to increase your
clarity.
probability? What do
Clarity.
you do? Coach can do it. Guys, the thing that you're missing is Coach can do it, because I've seen his setup. He has these numbers written down. And if he doesn't have it memorized, he just looks over to the right, sees a little sheet of paper and says, oh, that's the number I like. And then there's the target. And so the point I'm trying to make is be a professional, guys. Figure out how to do that. And it doesn't matter how you do it. But know your key levels and know where the market could turn at. That's it. That's my soapbox.
No, it's all about. That's how they trained runners, guys. Runners who would go into the pits and give orders. You have 20 different orders. They had to know what they were doing, and you didn't just work from a great memory. You had to have a system, and know those levels. And the guy says, "All right, go through here. It's a short." Well, that's how they eventually trained floor traders. These good runners would then become floor traders. They'd see somebody that had a methodology. The other guys would just go outside at lunch break and smoke pot. We still have a little time here. Yeah, you could do the opposite now too, guys. Now that the market's a little overbought, you could draw an uptrend line and see if that breaks, right? For this 16 tick rule trade.
You got a good one? And you just made up for everything in that one trade right there. Good trade.
So yeah. Well, here's my issue now. Now I see $150. It's like I like $150.
So follow the trail, follow the rules on managing the stop. You have room, right? The only thing that worries is you got a little support right there. It doesn't matter. You've locked in profits. What's the worst thing that's going to happen right now? You have 50 ticks locked in. So you got $50 locked in, and what is this right here? How far is that? 8 ticks, 6 ticks?
10 ticks.
You have $100 locked in right now. Why would you move it at that point? Give it a little breathing room. What's the worst thing that happens? Scratch for a day so far? That's a win. It's the worst thing that happens. And that's how you got to think about it. You got to think about it like that. You could come down here and take the profit, but then what happens if you get a little tiny wiggle here and it just continues down? Now you shot yourself in the foot. And re-entering on that is a way bigger guessing game than saying, hey, look, I've already locked in profits. I'm there. This is when you sit back and relax and stop micromanaging your stock.
Good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is what we're going to work on today. No more micromanaging of the stops. Once you've put yourself in a situation where you made $100, that's the time you do this. I can't lose. every tick you get above this is bonus money. And then, you watch this little support fell. And when it gets back below that wick, you've locked in another, 5, 6 ticks? That's a winning philosophy. It's a winning trade. You already have a winning trade. All you can do now is make it a better winning trade. Just don't overmanage it. Sorry, guys. Everybody heard that online. It's all right. You guys can
It's helpful.
free mentorship. Somebody said free mentorship. Coach, we had it. This is amazing. I wish I could show you Rudy's screen. Rudy came in with what's the number on this line?
Which one?
The top line where you took the short from.
124.
So around 124, Rudy comes in and says, you know what? We're in a downtrend. I'd like to see a rally up to around the 124 level to short it. Where'd you get 124 from? Well, it was a prior swing. And on the 15-minute chart, it showed resistance. So I like that spot. And guess what? He executed in a downtrend, overbought stochastics with a hook. Didn't even have to wait for the 16 tick rule. And we're in a winning trade. That's called planning, right, Coach?
Yeah, just
Planning.
anticipating what you believe is going to happen after a trigger occurs.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you like a level. You like, I like shorting from X number, right? If you don't know that number, go back and look on your charts, right? I like shorting from a certain number. Then at that number, you start looking for those signs that it's going to be a good setup. 16 tick rule, MW, whatever it is, you start looking around that level. And when that level coincides with a setup you like, then you should take the trade, especially if it's with the trend. So extremely proud of Rudy this morning. This is exactly the way and you know what this did? I mean, think about it. Is there going to be 21 tick heat on that ever when you start doing it that way?
No, I'm cool as a jewel watching this thing right now. Yeah.
And your initial stop, guys, was 34,132. You see that right? So all you had to do, what Coach is saying, I'm just showing you right now what he's talking about. You look back and you say, all right, I see the resistance there. I see another one there, right? And it almost got up there, and then started selling off. Then Sakasa formed. You could have gone in Sakasa, even if you didn't see that, at 102. Perfect setup. All right. So yeah, you guys got a free lesson.
Makes it super easy to trade like that, guys. Makes it super easy. It's a lot more relaxing than just trying to guess.
Yep.
Where your entry is going to be. You've predetermined what you like, where you like it, and it's amazing. I like it a lot. It's only Wednesday, and I'm a proud papa. It took me till Thursday with Robert.
Ooh.
Sorry, Robert. And in all fairness to Robert, we went through a lot more stuff that he was trying to change a lot more things. We're tweaking Rudy. So that's.
Yeah, Robert's been doing this a long time and is changing one thing, substituting something else. So it's a longer process. Yeah.
He had a bigger change to make. We're taking what Rudy knows and making him better at it. And Coach, we're going to be doing tape reading this afternoon with Rudy.
All right.
Rudy promises that he will be able to give some good areas he thinks where good trades might be tomorrow. He says he's not going to be comfortable calling trades, but he will give you an area that I like this area.
Mhm.
And I like that if you see a good trade set up, you could take it. He's willing to do that. So I think that's a win, right?
That's got to be helpful for himself and other people to observe what's happening. I think it's a great idea.
Robert picked up a lot of bad habits. Shut up, Robert. Yeah, blame Coach Larry, not me. If anything, Profitable Chad got his good habits from me, or just reinforce good habits.
All right, guys, we should all be flat now before the open. Just a quick reminder or warning or suggestion to our newer traders. We prefer that you wait for 6 minutes before starting to evaluate your next trade. Why? The market is overwhelmed with market on open orders. And again, for newer people, we'd like you to just observe what's happening, ask a lot of questions, bring a notebook. Don't sit there with your trading platform open, because then you'll just be doing the same thing you've been doing before. You don't need to watch us and be amazed. Be amazed. You know, take it as like a new entertainment for an hour.
Prepare to be amazed. Couple minutes till the open. Coach gave the disclaimer. Those of you newer with us, those of you on trial, please check out your orientation video that we've produced for you. It'll help you get you an understanding. Schedule a coaching call. Most people, and this is not a plug for sales guys, it's just letting you guys know, if you're not already a consistent trader and you just need a little tweaking, you probably should start at the pro membership. It's only $2.99, but you get 2 classes, basic training and pro class, and all of our recordings on our basic methodology. If you are an experienced trader and you're already profitable, you may just want to be in the room for the jokes.
Yeah.
And a couple trade calls, or just to confirm that. That's our standard membership. We have it that way because it's simple. Most people are either already consistent in trading or struggling. Actually, most people are still struggling to get profitable. That's where the pro membership comes in, guys. If you're newer, you're on trial, pick the one that fits you the best. I mean, most likely, again, we suggest everybody start at pro. We are very flexible. If you want to go down from pro to standard membership at any time, or vice versa up to pro, we just prorate the difference in what you use for the month and flip it around for you so that you can be in the next class. We're here to help you guys. We want to make it easy for you. I mean, we face it. Look at it this way. $99 or $2.99 a month from a trade room that's going to give you probably the best trade calls you'll ever get on the planet, and class and education. Either way you look at it, standard or pro, this is cheap. We are cheap. And our institutional room guys, they're paying us $1,000 a month, guys. If you feel like you're up to that level and you want to jump in the institutional room, fine, pay $1,000 a month. Coach will be with you for 2 hours in the morning, and you take those calls. And if you haven't made your $1,000, that's your fault. So $1,000 a day, that is. So, most people should be in this main trade room, but we do have people that are more institutional style traders that, they're looking to make their $1,000 to $5,000 a day in a few trades. They'll load up their contracts and they'll be done in the morning by 10 a.m. and out golfing or whatever they do. I don't know what they do with their lives. So, there's an option for you. But again, if you're not an expert trader and you don't believe yourself to be that way, there's no point in doing that. Stay here with us. We're going to help you. We're going to obviously make sure that we do everything in our power, even sometimes if it means yelling at you, to make sure that you're profitable. We care about your profitability. Us yelling at you isn't being mad at you. Us yelling at you is like, come on, man, get your head out of your rear. We know you can be a profitable trader. Do it. No, you're in the room for the free jokes, Paul.
20 seconds to the open, guys. 20 seconds.
20 seconds to the open.
The rocket's on the launch pad. Let's have another great day, okay? Everybody starting green, keep it green. Get more green. Coach Larry. Yeah. Let your losers run. Coach Larry. All right. We are open for business. Let's have a great day, guys. Institutional traders can be short on any kind of quick rally up here. Take your first target. These are the elite people.
Order filled.
Stops down.
Okay, guys, our elite traders are in this trade. If you're not an elite trader, don't trade the open. Wait
Right.
6 minutes, guys.
62 is the stop for elite traders. 62 is your stop. 34.62. Lower it. $58 is your stop. 58 is the stop. Here we go. Boom, flat. Nice trade. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Bill. For the rest of you, just now wait another 4 minutes. You can do it. There's decent buying around 34.030 and decent selling at 34.120. Volatility today is 165. Right now, I'm flat, waiting for next setup. Yeah, you might want to add a little higher, Robert, because I think it's going to go just a wee bit higher, and then you can reshort it. Cape's looking just a little higher right now off of that pivot area. Then we'll get you short again. Yeah, if you look at the low, guys, right now the low is 34,033. That's why we're letting it run a little bit. Good morning, David. We took a nice short off the open, and now we're just waiting for a rally to re-short. Robert, I hope you have a good stop. All right, good job, Robert. I'm glad you got out. Yeah, it looked higher. We'll get you in there again. Don't worry. Yeah, nice job. And you see, Robert protected himself. He didn't let it go above his entry price because now anybody who's short is getting chopped up. And VA, where would the resistance be? 34, what? 198, right? No, right here. Just remember, use the volatility, add it to the low, and the market should come up between here and there somewhere and then roll over. That's all right. That's all right. Make the mistakes while you're not in the trade rather than make them while you're in the trade, right, guys? See how it's taking out the resistance? Yep. Good job, David. Tape looked higher. That's just time and sales here that I'm reading. That's all I'm doing.
And ticks did start negative.
Yeah, it's
negative.
going toward that volatility, Coach. Yeah, then we'll
That's
get a nice short off of
exactly
that. Nine minutes have passed. Be patient. Going sideways now. We run into resistance here, guys. Ticks have not turned negative yet.
Coach, we are short over here in the land of learning. We saw that resistance. Didn't quite get a volatility number, but we played to bounce off the resistance pretty well. If that's okay with you.
I took the M right here
Hey, that's
at
pretty much exactly what we
139.
did. Fantastic, guys.
139 M.
Our entry is only 146, so we're just a little above you. Anybody else take the short? Didn't quite get to a volatility number. It was pretty darn close. Good job, VA. Nice job, Dan, Sarter, Ramon, and the other 7 people that I know took the trade in the other side. That is good stuff. Good patience. Good trading. Good trade management. Great job, everybody.
112 is next.
Moondoggy.
112 breaks, 106 is next. Everybody's short now, right? Beautiful. Everybody short, 106 next. 106. Bet the ranch. Tape is negative, guys. 106 next.
Order filled.
Tape is negative. Everybody's still short, right? Lower your stop.
Die, you dirty dog.
Next target, 90. 90 is my next target, 34090. I'll let you know once I get filled. No fill yet at 90. But here we go. Not yet. Come on, dirty dog. Time's a wasting. 10 o'clock is wholesale inventories. Those looking to re-short, you can put a sell stop at 121. Raise it to 131. Right now, everybody's flat, waiting for the next signal, right?
And we are technically in an uptrend.
$15-minute is up right now.
Above the pivot, 15-minute up.
Of the pivot. Amazing how quickly the markets turn, right? Everybody's flat right now, right? Perfect. Waiting for the next signal.
While we wait for the next signal, you mind if I give Krug his much deserved gong?
Yeah.
Done for the day. Good job, David.
Welcome to Liberty Trading Club, everyone. Paulina here. Hopefully you've enjoyed our live stream this morning. If you're interested in joining us live in the trade room, just visit libertytradingclub.com and register for your free 3-day trial. During your time with us, you'll have access to our live trade calls, participation in chat to have questions answered by a coach, as well as our live basic and advanced training classes. Please visit libertytradingclub.com to start your free 3-day trial. After the first free 3 days, it's just $99 a month for standard trade room access. Please like, subscribe, and share.